I found a videotape in my parents' basement. I now know the disgusting truth of my childhood. Ever since I was a kid, I've always had this horrible scar on my throat. My parents told me it was from a surgery I had when I was 8, but something about my life always felt off. Everywhere I went, people loved me like I was their god or something. But deep down, I always had a feeling that they were just secretly scared of me. Another part of me hoped that maybe my family won a lottery that I didn't know about, or that my throat scar had won us a massive medical settlement, but I knew that none of those could possibly be the truth, especially not after what I accidentally discovered today. Earlier this morning, I was looking for my old Nintendo in our massive basement to play some games on it when I found a super dusty box called Ceremony. Inside were several old VHS tapes, with one of them having my name written across it red, Julius. I thought it was just some childhood memory, but then I found another tape called The Offering. I needed to know what this was, so I wasted no time and put it in the VHS player. And when the video started, it showed a massive underground stone chamber with a towering statue of a naked man crowned with black roses. Then the camera slowly panned down the center aisle, and there I was, crying hysterically. But when I thought I had seen the worst, I saw that I was being pushed forward by two tall men in creepy masks. Then out of nowhere, a man with a goat head mask and a ceremonial dagger stepped into frame, then said, "The Crandall family has generously offered their only son, Julius. May he rise reborn and bless this entire town with continued fortune." The second he said that, the camera zoomed uncomfortably close to my younger face, and the goat-headed man dramatically held up the chalice to the statue's mouth, then violently forced it against mine. I watched in horror as my younger self was forced to drink. Then before I could realize what was really happening, the goat priest raised the ceremonial dagger high above his head, and then slashed it against my throat with terrifying precision. I watched the blood violently spurt from my own small neck, and my soul slowly leave my body. There was no way this was staged or fake, but as I was about to pull the VHS tape out, I saw two masked men entering while carrying a wooden coffin, and I saw in horror as they placed my lifeless body inside. I had so many questions that needed answers. Why did my parents allow that? What did they do to me? And how could I be alive after what they had done? But the second I said that, the man came directly onto the camera and whispered, "He shall rise again if the demons are truly pleased with our offering." And that's when the footage ended. I sat there completely frozen as I realized that my entire perfect life had been bought with my own innocent blood. But what terrified me more than anything else wasn't the ritual itself. It was what I found after the first tape ended, because underneath the first box, I found a note written in pure blood. "Demons never give anything for free. Settlement day is coming soon." And it had today's exact date freshly written on it. I'm currently hiding in the basement, and I just heard the basement door slowly unlock above me, with both my parents walking down the stairs. They're wearing the same ceremonial mask and holding the same dagger that had slit my throat from the video.